So I turn straight away in here. Straight. The house is up there. I go super straight down here. The creek here. I went down this hill right here. I seen my boys straight away over there. All three of them were together. And I looked over to my left over this way, and I seen my neighbor over there. And that's when I knew something was very, very wrong. And I looked over to my left over this way, and I seen my neighbor over there. And that's when I knew something was very, very wrong.
You said you saw your three boys down and your neighbor as well, and you knew she was gone because she wasn't down there. She wasn't up at the house. And people are wondering, how well do you know that neighbor? You don't have to name the neighbor, but how well that neighbor that you saw that night, how well do you know him? And do you know why he was out there around your boys?
Yeah, a lot of our neighbors heard, us screaming Summer's name, and so I don't know, I don't know for sure because I wasn't there, but I've known him for years, and he's always been really good to us, real friendly and everything. But since all this stuff's happened, I don't know, things have changed a lot for us since this has happened. But I'm trying to understand your question exactly. So yeah,
How well did you know that name?
Yeah, I've known him on and off for years. We've met each other a few times, quite a few times. But I mean, we're not like friends or anything either, but we're good neighbors. One of the best neighbors I got.
I was wondering about that neighbor too.
He went and helped search for someone. He'd do anything for us. He's a good guy.
But there's one thing that always has bothered me, and it's that Fred claims that when he was in jail, somebody took or stole the SD cards from his trail cams. And then you also have Jody Sue, who alleges the same thing. She alleges that somebody went in her camper and took the SD cards. She said definitively that she had the SD cards ready for the police when they came that night around 8 or 9, whenever.
But wouldn't she know what's on the SD cards?
That's my point. Right. So check this out. So what time did Jody Sue take the SD cards out of the cameras? Did she take them out at 6 o'clock? Did she, why do you have them ready? Right? You should have them in there capturing footage until the moment the police say, hey, can we get your SD cards? But no, she already had them prepared.
I don't know how to put it, but look, guys. So the day Summer went missing, my children and I heard her scream quite a while before she was reported missing. And I was first on the ground looking for at least below that day.
The kids, I think there's several reasons why she tried to make it look like whatever at first, and I think locking herself into maybe a timeline that's not right. And if the scream holds, if my timeline holds, then that would be 4:30, 4:42 to 6:08, about an hour and a half difference from the time she vanished. And I think Michelle and half the world are right. I think Candace did not have eyes on her for that long, had really no clue where she was at. I think it does boil down to that. And I mean, honestly, been better off saying that from the get-go to a cop and going, hey, my kid was playing outside, we live in Illinois. That would not have been unusual, quite frankly. But I think that she wanted to present the best possible, because DCS was showing up the next day. There could be many reasons for it, but that's always been my theory behind it.
Then we waited around for my prescription. Summer went swimming that day at the horse stables, I believe it was. And then we come back in. I went in my camper, and after we brought my groceries in for me, and the boys helped with that, and of course Summer. And I laid down and went to sleep, and I got up and I was sitting in my doorway And we come out, and Candace asked me what I was doing. I said, well, we got to transplant these little cactuses into bigger pots. And we did that, and then Summer came in and had a piece of peppermint, which is her favorite, and then she went in, she said, Mom, I want to go play with the boys. Candy walked her back to the house, and she asked the boys to keep an eye on her, and that's the last time I seen her.
Tell me, when you first realized that Summer was missing, what was going through your mind, and what was it like here?
To be blunt, it was hell. I mean, and I apologize, I'm blunt. As everybody knows, I have a missing daughter. She's been gone for 12 years. And all I could say is, oh God, not again. And I couldn't do nothing but cry. And we yelled for her, and we yelled for her, and yelled for her. And we could not find her. Candy was in hysterics. And we never did find her. She called 911, and she called Donnie, and we sent the boys down over the hill, and I stood in front of over by the edge there and watched them. And was praying to God every minute that nobody would take them. And there was no sign of her.
Do you believe that someone took Summer, or do you believe that she wandered off? What do you believe happened?
I believe somebody took her. I know people say it doesn't happen, but it does happen. It happens in small towns. It happens in big towns. It happens in the country. And I believe somebody took her.
I went down this hill right here. I seen my boys straight away over there. All three of them were together. And I looked over to my left over this way, and I seen my neighbor over there. And that's when I knew something was very, very wrong. And then, so I hollered several times and screamed for Summer. And of course, no reply. And old mountain blind there. You see where the tree service, I'm going to get off. Anyway, you can see where the tree service has cleared all this out, all the way, both ways for power lines. Okay, all the way up to that house up there. But anyway, so
I said, okay, I may have another phone. That's why she came over. But while she was over, well, guess what? I got her talking about some things here and there, and I took her and I went and filled her gas tank up, and then I bought her a Mountain Dew. Well, when I was
when
showing
you
her,
put out that picture, right? Is that when you put out the little video of her with you at the thing?
yeah, the video, the photo, all of that, everything came, and everybody was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, I was even like, "Oh my God!" I was even like, "Oh my God, this is some shit right here."
So here's the thing: when she was over there, well, how I remember this is the back of her. She was doing something. She had to get something. She put something out. We went to the bait shop. That's a bait shop. She got bait because she said she's going fishing. Well, we put it back in the back. When I opened it up, the fishing pole was there, and there was a spade shovel. There was a spade shovel, and then there was a box. 3 foot. Even a spade, any kind of spade, it's a small like shovel. You have to be on the ground to use it, correct?
Yeah, you could be bent way over and use it, but yeah, it's a
but
small shovel.
you're still near the ground. It don't matter. You're still near the ground. And she had her phone while you could hear it click, click, butt when it's hitting, right?
Oh, it's definitely hitting gravel. You're 100% right about that.
100%.
I just questioning the location because we've had this other woman try to say, well, she was in my driveway when she was doing that. But then again, that is a friend of Candace. It said she loves Candace to death. Does he love her enough to cover for Candace?
She said
Bingo.
She'd write her in prison.
Yeah.
She would write her in prison.
Exactly. It don't make no sense for this. A woman, and here's the thing: we seen her cry and fake cry before, right? When she said Don was arrested, and she was like that. It wasn't nothing like because she was talking at the same time. Well, when you're talking, guess what you're doing? You're breathing shit in, right? You're breathing that in. She was around something that was, she was in it. So she was going.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you listen, if you had that clip, it would be awesome. When you slow it down, when you slow that clip down, I'm gonna tell you something. It does sound like she's in the ground. So
Why can't you fake throw up?
If you slow that clip down and you listen to it,
that was right in COVID too, right?
It sounds like she says, "My daughter's in the ground." Think about that. It sounds like she says, "My daughter's in the ground." Think about that.
What everybody's saying about, listen, Rose Blonde. What about her?
The hell's the matter with her in this?
Sorry, I can't do it. Candace, listen, listen.
Sick.
Go get help. Go get help. Go get help. What have you done? It ain't COVID. COVID don't do that. What have you done? What have you done to yourself? What have you done? All I've done was attention. All I've done is stay on the ground. 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 All I've done. What have you taken? What have you taken?
She said she was fishing.
Nothing. Okay. Not a fucking thing. I fucking took shit, man. It's fucking cold out here. Okay. Why ain't you? Why are you on the river somewhere? How did I know you was by the lake? How did I know you was by the lake? I can hear it in the background. Who cares? Why, by the way? Well, just listen. Did you go to court Friday? All right. I have not went to court yet. Court has not come upon me. Okay, I thought you were supposed to win.
She loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall. She loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall.
And there's other trucks on the property too that were not sold yet. There was a blue one that used to sit as you came out the front door. It used to sit right there in the yard.
Okay.
Next to the tree where the swing was.
Okay.
That's been moved over by the mother's trailer.
Since the incident?
Get it right, the mother's camper.
Oh, the mother's camper, I call it trailer. But, from what I've seen in the pictures, that's been moved over by the camper.
No, it didn't have any wheels.
It didn't have no wheels, no insides, it didn't even have an engine.
She loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall. 'Cause a lot of times the boys would be inside and we'd be like, "Where's Summer? Why'd you leave her out there alone? Go get Summer now." And that's happened over and over again. And we'd come out and she would always be close by, but we was always coming up. She had to be outside. She was an outdoor person. And she
loved to be outside.
Yeah.
They say the dog trail. Where's this dog trail thing?
I'm not sure on it.
So she doesn't know where the dog trail is. She doesn't anyway, at this early stage. Yet, by this time, the dog had allegedly tracked down the dog trail. So many of them?
The dogs go in every different.
Yeah, I saw the dogs came out of the woods as we were pulling up.
Yeah,
okay.
They do that all the time.
Okay. These aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one ain't. I think it's only like 25, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, they go down that trail with their dirt bikes and then come back up on the.
See, and she said it. They go down those trails, and the dirt bikes, and they come back up over the road. So, it's possible that the bloodhounds were tracking Summer correctly, but it's not necessarily as a result of going down to the road from an abductor.
Road up on the driveway and go around and stuff.
What was it about this swing that is just so important for her?
She liked it. She just liked to swing. All the kids did.
Now, I don't want to talk about. Okay, so now she has a shift. The moment she said all the kids did, okay, she now has an emotional shift. Summer, yeah. And help you find Summer, okay? And help anybody help find her, okay? That message. Okay, this is a very interesting move from her.
This is a defense mechanism. She takes her hat off.
Down in
Bedroom.
our bedroom, and then hers is on the other side.
Oh, okay, in the basement.
Yeah, in the basement.
Well, this makes sense now, see?
And then I yelled and I said, Summer, Summer. And she didn't, I listened for a minute, I didn't hear nothing. So I went like this, because this is how I always get down here.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if you want to come down here or not.
Do I got to be tiny to get in there?
No, you should.
Can we come in from the other side?
Well, we can, but it'd make more sense if you went this way.
Okay, I'll follow you. Oh, man. Good grief,
No, I know if my 6-foot husband can fit down here, you can.
Huh?
My husband's 6 foot, I know if he can fit, you can.
This... Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I got to be honest with you. When I went into there, as you can tell how dark it is, and it's dark. You know, whatever the smut going on the TV, you know, this is not a good environment. And I've hit on this on a couple of videos in the background, but you know, the fact that this little girl would have gone down into this basement.
When she called me wasted and told me that her daughter was behind a truck plane and she wished she was there to keep her from falling or something like that.
No, she said the only regret she had was allowing Summer to play near that truck.
Yeah.
Now, I don't record people's phone calls, but I give you my damn word. That's what she said to me. Right. And she was crying. She was bawling out crying. She had been drinking and she called us up and she was just talking about life regrets. And she said, I regret letting Summer play near that truck. I don't know what the hell that meant. I mean, you can like think about it however you want to think about it, but I'll stand in a lightning bolt storm with my hand up and swear to you she said that. And I thought it was a truck that was parked in the front yard. Did you ever go like out the front of their house and look to the right of it and see that sheer fucking drop off that's off?
Yeah, it's just a straight drop off cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when she said something about the truck, my first instinct was that Summer may have went and played by that truck and fell off the side of the hill, because the rest of the hills you can walk down, like where the dog trail is, you can walk right down that. Matter of fact, I climbed up that. And then, you know, when you go towards the shed, there's a little trail that goes down to the shed that sits on, Beach Creek. But if you're standing right there when you come out the front of their house, not the back door that everybody sees, but the front, and you go to the right, and they had the junk vehicles parked right there. If you stood beside that truck, it was like a drop off. Like even if I fell down it, I don't know if I would survive. It would definitely F you up pretty bad. And so when she said that, I wish I hadn't let Summer around that truck. It makes me think that Summer fall off that hill, or was she referring to the truck? Because, you know, some people allege that Summer got hit by that red Tacoma.
I don't know how to put it, but look, guys. So the day Summer went missing, my children and I heard her scream quite a while before she was reported missing. And I was first on the ground looking for her, at least below that day. I don't know how to.
She loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall. 'Cause a lot of times the boys would be inside and we'd be like, where's Summer? Why'd you leave her out there alone? Go get Summer now. And that's happened over and over again. And we'd come out and she would always be close by, but we was always coming up. She had to be outside. She was an outdoor person. And she
loved to be outside.
Yeah.
Jody Sue Brown and her 2 kids were at their cabin, which is across the street from the Wells home. About an hour and a half before Summer is thought to go missing, the 3 heard a loud scream that made them all stop and listen. A short time later, they said they heard the family start calling for Summer.
I knew it was, wrong. It wasn't a dog. It wasn't an animal. My son and I decided to go out and look and see what we could see. We went back onto the bank. Didn't see anything. Didn't hear anything.
We heard just this kind of shrill, almost animalistic scream.
Brown says she reported the scream to every law enforcement agency that has interviewed her. They tell her they don't believe the scream is connected to Summer's disappearance.
Why is it doing that? What is
It's lightning, baby.